So if you go to that link, are you able to access this data?
Yeah, I clicked on the link and I was able to see it. Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to this sorted tab, this is the data we're going to be using for this. And you can see in the B column, we have our subject IDs. In the D and E column, we have whether they're ASD or they're TD. And then in F and G, we have their ages. And then also their head. So the
We have
other
the
thing
sex stats.
what's that?
Do we have the statistics for gender and sex?
We do have them somewhere else. I need to look for them.
But we're not comparing them, obviously. I was just wondering.
We do want to control for that later on, but not all subjects have that data. So what's going to happen is we'll analyze a subset of the subjects later and control for handedness and sex, just to make sure those aren't influencing anything. So when we run a regression model, you can't have missing data. It's not going to run it if it has any missing data. So the first one we're going to do is just with these variables right here. And then later on, we'll account for handedness and sex in a subset of the subjects, essentially. If you Google FSL GLM wiki, should take you to this GLM page. So this is going to tell you how to set up a general linear model inside of FSL. And let's just go over real quickly. So what we're doing essentially is a linear regression. And essentially what a linear regression allows us to do is it allows us to control for other variables while looking at the relationship between two variables. So when we do a correlation, all you can do is look at how the two variables are correlated. With a regression, we're going to look at how two variables are correlated while controlling for other things. So you can imagine if we wanted to look at something like what is the relationship between heart disease and diet or something. You can imagine that age is going to be a factor here. So the older you are, the worse that relationship is, right? So when you're young, you can kind of get away with it. But if you're older, you can't get away with that so much. So if we did a correlation between heart disease and diet, we might find like a small line or, like a minor correlation there or whatnot. Or a stronger correlation or, whatever it is. But if we control for age, that might change because controlling for age means the effect is not going to be worse in older age, essentially. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Or controlling, if we wanted to look at the relationship between height and age, you would expect that to be a linear relationship, right? So the older you are, the greater your height is. But then say we controlled for something like nutrition, then that might mean that the relationship isn't there anymore. Because if you have bad nutrition, you're not going to get taller as you grow older, right? So linear regression allows us to look at the relationship between two variables, controlling for some other variables. So that's essentially what we're going to do in FSL. And you're going to see this formula written a lot. Y equals beta, some type of coefficient here. this is essentially like a R, so it's a effect size, correlation size. So y equals some value times age plus some value times whatever times whatever is equal to height over here. Okay, so this here on the left side is your dependent variable. All these are your independent variables. And what you can do now is look at relationships among the independent variables controlling for other independent variables. So say this was height, it's equal to some number times your age plus some number times your diet plus, you can add as many terms as you want. So we could age, diet, environment, all these different types of things. So what's going to happen is you're going to get a value for each one of your independent variables that tells us the relationship between y and x controlling for everything else. So that's essentially what we're going to do with our study, where we want to look at what is the relationship between in our study, we're going to look at, what are we looking at? Connectivity strength is equal to some relationship between group, age, while controlling for head motion, essentially. So our functional connectivity strength, we're essentially doing this on each voxel in the brain. So last time we got a spatial map where each voxel in the brain is showing the relationship between our time series and that voxel. So the amygdala, how strongly is the amygdala connected to that voxel? And we have some type of beta value there because we did a regression. So like 0.2 or 0.3 or whatever. So for each voxel, we're gonna have all of our subjects. So each one of these is a subject. And then, so that's the functional connectivity strength. So you can imagine it in here, we just have another column. So say for A, we just took out this and put in functional connectivity strength. So 0.3, 0.2, whatever, all the way down here is equal to some combination of group times age over here. If you go into this GLM FSL wiki, the one we're going to use is the two-group design with a covariate. This one here. So two groups, continuous covariate interaction. And here, EV1 is going to be like autism. EV2 is going to be like typical individuals. EV3 is the age of the individuals with autism. EV4 is going to be the age of the typical individuals here. So that's going to be the setup here. And then what we want to contrast is essentially the ages. So we want to compare the association between age and functional connectivity strength in autism. And we're going to compare it to the association between the age and the functional connectivity strength in typical individuals. And then that gives us our two slope lines in Nick's thesis. So you remember one slope line was for autism, one slope line was for typical individuals. This is how we're going to analyze it. So you can add on extra EVs here in order to do that. So the way you're going to do this is inside of FSL. So if you open up FSL, I would do this on your own computer, not on Hoffman.
Okay.
Because this takes forever in Hoffman for some reason when you use this FSL in this way. So let's just look at your own, or on your own desktop. Let's bring up FSL here. Not quite sure why this isn't working. Uh, so once FSL opens, okay, so you open FSL, we're going to miscellaneous, GLM setup. And this is where we set up this GLM here. So the first thing you want to do is put the number of time points. So let's see how many. So here we have 700, what is it? 758, no, 757. Yeah, because we have, so I have 757 subjects. So in here, we're gonna go higher level, non-time series design. And then our inputs are gonna be 757. So you go 756 and then we can just press up to give 757. And then now we're gonna increase the number of EVs. So you see here, we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna have actually 5 because we're gonna add head motion to this.
So EV stands for just independent variable, or but
Explanatory variables,
okay.
which is another sort of term for independent variables. So we're gonna put in 5. So type in 4 and then press the up arrow, it'll give you 5.
Can I just type in 5 or
No, because you have to, it's not gonna register it. So type in 4 and then you gotta hit one of these arrows.
it it let me put 5 in. I don't know.
But did it change to 5? It's just not gonna
Yeah.
do it. Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess, okay, you can do that then.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have 5 EVs in there. It's gonna take a little while to set it all up. And I wouldn't do this on Hoffman because this, for some reason, Hoffman will take forever. It'll take you like half an hour for this to get set up. So I usually make the GLMs on my personal desktop. So once this gets all filled out, now what you want to do is the paste button. Okay, and then it brings up this little window. And then you want to copy all this info here. So we need columns D, E, F, G, H. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here go clear, and then paste them in.
Yeah, my thing is still loading for some reason. Like it wasn't giving me the 5 EVs. Like it was like just buffering with like the rainbow.
It was what? The rainbow?
The rainbow was popping up after I did the because at first I thought it 5 worked, so then I did 4 and then 5. Now it's like taking forever.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a little while too. Oh, how does this work?
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna quit out of it and try to bring it back up.
No, why this isn't gonna paste it here. Um, oh, paste it. Oh, so you might need to go into your preferences and so on your X quartz. If you go to settings, and then on this preferences, go to your pasteboard and then enable syncing.
Okay. I was, for some reason, exports isn't running when I use FSL. It's like Wish, which is very strange. And I'm doing it on the desktop, like the regular desktop.
Oh,
Because on
shiny.
my laptop, Quartz does run when I use FSL, but for some reason now it's not on my lab computer.
But is FSL working?
FSL it's working, but like the after I do the EVs, I restarted and tried again, and now it's still doing like the buffering thing. It can't give me the 5 EVs.
Yeah, it'll just take a while sometimes. And then you might need to enable your syncing here so you can copy it.
Yeah, let me go to preferences on it's called the Wish. So I have no idea what. Yeah, exports literally isn't running with FSL. That's kind of strange.
So on mine, I need to paste with Control Y for some reason.
Okay.
So, but anyway, what you do is you copy all that, you paste it into this window. Wait, what's going on here? Why is that? Okay, yeah, and then it should give you all this in here. And then we'll just label this. So ASD, TD, ASDH, TDH, head motion. Your FSL is still working?
Yeah, it's still like doing this weird buffering thing. It's not creating the additional UVs, even though I restarted it.
Okay. So I'll just go through this, then you can try to get it set up after.
Let me try on my computer, actually, my laptop. Because maybe it'll work better. There was 500, how much was there? 756 inputs?
757.
757. Yeah, it's working better on my laptop. I can actually create more UV.
Okay. So yeah, try get this into there and paste it.
Can I share this file with myself so I can access it on my computer so I can paste it?
What's that?
Can I share the RO3 file with myself?
Oh yeah. So you can just bookmark it. That link should just take you to it.
Yeah, I just have to access it on my computer, on my laptop, so I can paste it. So I copy and paste the oh yeah, I have to go to the sorted file and then yeah, okay. The ASD, the TD, the age, and the mean FD as well, or no?
Yeah, so you should have 5, right?
Oh yeah,
ASD, TD, ASD age, TD age, and then head motion.
got you. It's being very slow. Yeah, maybe let's just continue so I can watch, and because this is not gonna it's taking way too long to load.
Okay. So I'm just making a script here that I'll let you copy and paste these things. Okay, so there's just script copy files. Don't double click on this one because it'll run it. We don't want to run it. So what you want to do is right click it and then open with gedit. Oops. So this, let's make a script here where we can copy our files over. Okay, so we have our subjects here and subjects are tests. Let's just do the test for now. Uh, see if this works real quick. Um, okay. Okay, so we have this code here. Your subject directory is where we're going to get the data from. So right now, all we want to do is we want to move these. So this is the .nii file that we created. And we just want to gather these all into one single folder. So you just need to change this one. So if you want to get it from tests, you put test there. If you want to get it from the subjects folder, then you'll just put subjects right here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so we're gathering the files we made through that previous script, correct?
Yeah, because we want to put them all into one folder because we're going to do stuff with it.
And the files we made last time was the spatial maps for each subject?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So last time we made this .nii file, the left amygdala one, right?
Yeah.
And now we just want to gather them from each one of these folders and put them into a single folder. So
Gotcha.
I have this little note here. Make sure this folder exists. So you have to create this folder called analysis one. So let's do that. And what it's going to do is it's going to call to this text file. And it's going to tell it, hey, look in all these folders. We're doing it this way because in the future, you're going to have to just pull out some subjects. Because we're going to do like a leave one site out analysis where we just look at 7 of the 8 sites or whatnot. So this will allow you to group different batches of subjects together.
So what was the purpose of the text file with the subject names?
This one,
Yeah.
it'll tell it only copy these subjects here.
Oh, you can't just like type it into the code, the script. You have to have a text file. Or...
It's easier if you just have a text file.
Okay.
Because when we do this one, you don't want to type in 700 something names. What you can do is you can just copy them from your Excel file and then put them into a text file.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to be typing out hundreds of names each time. So this way, you can just copy it from the Excel file, whatever you need, and then just put them into this, and it'll just grab those numbers.
Got you. Okay.
So eventually, you'll be working on this subjects folder. You have access to this now? You should have access to this subjects folder.
Yeah, let me check with my no machine. It says locked on my no machine. Let me refresh. Oh, now it's unlocked. Okay. Oh no, that's still locked. Never mind.
Still locked?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, when I click into it, it's the individual subjects aren't locked, but the subject folder has a lock on it for some reason. So I'm not sure what that means, but
shouldn't just not you can access the individual files.
I think I can. There's no lock on the individual files. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
And if I want to try to do this on my own, I would create a new like analysis file and then repeat the same process, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you can just write analysis 2, make an analysis 2 folder, and then you can get a different group of subjects in there.
Oh, a different group subject?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because eventually what's going to happen is we're going to do several versions of this analysis with different subjects. So like I said, we're going to do a leave one site out. So you're going to have like 8 different analyses where you just look at sites 1 through 7 or sites 2 through 8 or sites 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. And this way it'll be a lot easier for you to group these subjects together if you use this script to extract it. So you can have like a different subject list folder. So like subject list all sites or something, and then you just need to type that into here.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused on the part like I thought we're looking at different regions, not different subjects. So like why would we exclude certain subjects?
Because when we do this analysis here, like not all subjects have sex or gender. So because not all subjects have sex or gender, your general linear model might only have 600 subjects. And if that's the case, then you only need to pull out those specific 600 subjects, put them into analysis 1, and then run that analysis.
Okay.
But for this one, we're doing 750 whatever. So it's a different analysis. So this will allow you to pull out these 757 subjects and put them into a folder.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll make more sense when you start doing more analyses. But this is going to be more flexible, basically. Mm, So you could have like subject list, all subjects, subject list sites 1 through 7, or
Gotcha.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you need to make this folder, make sure it exists, and then if you just drag that, drag this copy files into the terminal and press enter. So just do that and then press enter and it should run it.
Terminal and no machine, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. It's asking me if I want to run or display. I press run, right?
Yes.
Um, and then nothing happened.
Let's see what's going on here. Oh, wait, something's wrong. Try drag it into the terminal, then press enter. You should get this error.
That's strange. Like it
No?
looks like after I run it, like a second terminal pops up and then disappears immediately.
Oh, drag it into a terminal. Did you do that?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm dragging it into the terminal on the no machine.
And it didn't give you this error?
No, it didn't give me anything after I ran. It asked me if I wanted to run it, and I said yes, and then like a small terminal popped up and then disappeared immediately.
Okay, hold on. Left, wait, 7. Subject directory. Nuclear test. Slash subject. So it's, oh, wait, this. Huh. Oh, I don't have permissions or anything. You should be able to do it though. Try share your screen. Okay, try press. Oh, you're double. You have like 3 in there.
Uh,
Control C.
gotcha.
Okay, now try drag it in there again.
Did you
No,
see
you
that?
have to click on the terminal and press enter.
Oh.
Press enter.
Oh.
Okay. What is it? Copy. Something is not right with the pathway. Left amygdala. Left amygdala. Z score. NII. We'll switch file. Should I go into the test folder? And click on a subject? Left, amygdala. C-score. Hold on. Sub. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, now try to do it again. Oh, you can just press up. Oh, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so now if you look in analysis one, it should have copied all those over.
Oh, there's analysis one there. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh, hold on, we need to do this. All right, why don't you erase those files in there and do it again? They need to be named .nii.
How do I delete files? I
Just
okay.
highlight them all and delete them.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, now try to run that script again.
What was the command again? Control R?
Up.
Up and oh, got you.
Okay, so if we go to analysis one. Oh, wait, why didn't it put it as NII? Subject. Oh. Did it put it as NII? What does it have on yours? Oh, it's not NII yet. What's going on? Subject. Alt directory. Let's try this. Okay, try delete them and do it again. Oh, there's no NII on there. What is going on? 1 second. Alt directory. Subject. .nii. Um, 1 second. Don't know why this isn't working. Okay, now try to do it again.
Like these. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So now that you have all these in one place, we need to do. Oh, did you get an interactive node?
What does that mean?
So the QRSH command again.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
If you type in history.
History?
Yeah. Why isn't it on there? Well, I guess it didn't save it. Okay, yeah, type in that QRSH thing again. No, you have to type in the whole thing. Oh wait, it gave you something. Try go exit. You can't really use that.
Exit like the terminal?
Yeah, just get rid of that one.
Is it this command?
No. It's that one. Okay, now you need to do your module load thing. Not that one, the module. Open up another terminal.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Now do the history. The module use.
Hmm.
No, you gotta go into the other one.
Oh, I have to go to the. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. This is just for the history. Oh, I typed the. I remember I did this last time. I typed the wrong one.
Okay. Now you need to CD into the folder, the analysis one folder. Nope, you gotta go up CDU project to see now.
Yeah. It was in. Yeah, okay, it's now. Oh, here.
You need a backslash before the U.
Hmm.
Okay, now do LS. Okay, so you're inside that folder. Now what we need to do is merge all of these files into a single file. So type in FSL mean TS press enter. So go up a little bit. This is how to use it. So FSL mean TS dash I. Oh no, sorry, not FSL. FSL merge.
Oh, where do we see that?
FSL merge.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the uses is FSL merge space dash T because we want to concatenate these images in time. So space output, let's call it all.
Oh,
No, there's no O.
okay.
All.
Oh, we just do we just taught type all. Okay.
Yeah, dot .nii dot .gz. Okay, space asterisk dot .nii. So it's just telling it to merge all .nii files into a zip file called all. So if you press enter, and then refresh the analysis one folder. So if you open that file, it's going to have all those 5 files in it. If you open it in FSL eyes or something.
Oh, crap. Got to load up an FSL eyes in the desktop computer or the
On the no machine, just take a
no
look on the
machine.
no
Okay.
machine.
The machine closed. So drag the all file from the analysis one into FSL eyes, you said, or
Yeah, so just try to open that up and then you'll see that inside of there should be the 5 files all put together into one file.
FSL eyes not found.
What's that?
It said FSL eyes not found.
Are you inside of the terminal? We're using the interactive node.
Um, oh, this one maybe this was this terminal. Yeah, it's for this terminal.
No, that you can't drag it from there.
I drag it from here, right?
Yeah.
It says no such file or directory when I drag it.
Wait, is that the one you're not? Is that the one logged into a node? Check out FSL mean TS.
First, I tried this one and it said command not found, but I thought this was. Yeah, I tried this one now. Damn it. Okay. No such file directory.
Is there a space between your FSL eyes? Wait, did you do module load FSL 6.0? Yeah. Wait, you logged out of the. You're not on the node anymore. It says connection to N2206 closed.
Oh, what the heck? So I have to reload the FSL module then?
Well, you have to get back onto the node.
Okay. I do history.
Exclamation point, then 1.
Is it running or?
It's waiting. Okay.
I have to redo the FSL too, like module load.
Yep.
Okay. Exclamation point.
No. So history.
And now I should be good.
Yep. Okay. So crucial you practice, right? So you get all this stuff down. Okay. Now if you go to the bottom middle where it says volume,
Yeah, okay.
now scroll through. Okay, so you see now it has the 5 subjects in there.
Oh, okay, 1 and 0. Okay, yeah.
So use the arrow keys right next to it. Okay, so you can see each subject is in there now, right? Into a single folder.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the file we're going to use to run the regression model. It needs all the subjects to be in a single file like this in order to run the regression model. So let's get back. Let me share my screen now. So when you have all this pasted in or whatnot, we're going to go to contrast and F-test. To contrast. So we're going to set this up just like the GLM wiki says here. So slope of group 1 greater than the slope of group 2. So that's 1. Oh, whoops. 1 and -1, right? So we're looking at the age slopes. So EV3 is 1, EV4 is -1. And then we also want to look at the opposite, slope 2 greater than the slope of group 1. So we just go the other way. Okay, so this is going to set up our comparisons here. So now what you want to do is save this. So you go back to this folder and you will save. I'll just make an example folder here. So I'm just going to save it into here and call it GLM. Okay. So after you save it, you should get these files in here. And then upload this GLM folder into your folder up here. And then we will continue. Let's stop here and then we'll pick it up on Monday. So make sure you learn all this stuff, okay, over the weekend.
Okay. So you upload it onto your computer, then you have to upload it onto, you download it on your computer, then you have to upload it onto Hoffman.
Using the SCP copy command from last time.
Okay.
Okay, so go back and take a look at that video. Make sure you go through and then be comfortable with getting all this set up again. And then I put this file called do all stats. If you open it up, this is the command to run the GLM in FSL. And it's basically asking you for the all file that we just made, some kind of brain mask. You can just use this brain mask, in fact. LD is your output. So just make some kind of folder wherever you're going to put the output. And then these next commands call to your GLM. So the DM flag here is going to call to your .mat file from your GLM. So glm.mat. This CS command is going to call to your .grp file. So this .grp file here. And then the last one is going to call to your .conf file. Okay, and you have a .conf file in here. Okay, so this is everything you're going to need to run the GLM here once you get everything set up and in place. Of course, it's not going to be the all file that you just made because that has only 5 subjects. You would want to create your files inside of this folder and then make a new subject list folder using these subject numbers. So you would want to pull this out here and make a text file with these 757 subjects or whatever. Change your pathways so it's all pointing to the right folders. And then inside of your analysis folder, then you should have the 700 whatever subjects that you then make into a single all.nii.gz file. So instead of 5, it'll have the 757 subjects. Put that all file pathway here. Put in the rest of the GLM pathways here like that. And etc. And then you'll run this script. We'll do that next time. Don't worry about doing that right now. Just do everything that we did. So go back and make the files inside of this folder instead of the test folder, right? So change the script pathway so it goes into here and makes that amygdala.nii file. Okay, so you can watch the last video, just change the pathway so it goes to this folder. And then follow the other instructions to copy it over. Use our FSL merge to make this single all file. And then we'll run this GLM next time.
Okay, so you don't want me to use the same files. You want me to use the new files from the subjects?
Yeah, because it's only 5 subjects, right?
Okay.
So, we're not going to be able to really look at anything. And plus the GLM is telling it to look for 757 files. If you try to run it with this file, it'll just give you an error saying that it's not the right size or something.
And I have to create a new analysis 2 folder, correct?
Yeah, or you can just delete everything in here and put it back into analysis 1.
Okay.
However you're going to keep track of all this.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the NII file, there would be 700 .nii files from what I do in my when I do this myself, right?
Yes, and then when you put this into FSL eyes, it should have 750 whatever
volumes.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So yeah, it's getting pretty complicated, huh? So,
Yeah.
So I want you to go through and get really familiar with the steps we did until this point. Because you see how important it is. You're going to be calling to these commands over and over and over. So you need to be aware of how these terminal works and how to move through things like that. And then also get familiar with running these scripts. So why don't you go ahead and make this all file for all the subjects in here. Well, let's see. So in order to do that, you just change this to, well, the first thing you would do is
I have to make a text file with all the 700 numbers, but how do I get the 700 numbers?
So for this, remember we ran the command. If you look at the last video, I did like a for loop, right?
Yeah.
So just run that for loop inside of this folder instead. These. Okay, so run the for loop inside of this one instead. So each one has that
their own spatial maps, yeah.
And then inside of the MATLAB file, just change this so it points to the other directory, the subject directory. Right? So then that'll give you your .nii amygdala file in here. Then you would run your copy file script to put them all into a different folder. You run your FSL merge command to get it all into a single file like this. And then you upload your GLM folder into here. And then we'll work on this through all stats command next time.
Yeah.
Then you should have everything in place to run this command.
My question is for the text file, which calls on all the, you have to create the text file that has all the 700, right? Is that already created?
No, so just make a new text file and like call it subject list 757 or something, whatever you're gonna call it. Or you
Okay.
can just replace this text file because we're not really gonna use it anymore.
Okay. But is there a code I can use to create the 700 like number so I don't have to like type it out?
Yeah, you just copy it from here
Oh, yes. Okay. I forgot we
and
have
just
the,
paste it into a text file.
gotcha. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a lot. It's only going to get more complicated from here. So you really need to learn these basics, right? So we can build off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you get all that together and then let's meet again on Monday.
Yeah. I can meet Monday at 1.
Um, what time is good for you on Monday?
Anytime. I don't have anything Monday.
Okay. Uh,
Wait, hold on. Let me just actually check. I don't have work for my. Oh yeah, anytime before 8. So yeah, that's fine.
8 p.m.
Yeah, so anytime before 8.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you'll get to this over the weekend or you want Monday to work on it too?
No, I could. I'm gonna start right now because I'm not doing anything right now, so I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's meet at 1 just to give you a little extra time. So in case you need to work on it Monday too. And then just put a Zoom link in here later.
Okay.
I'm not going to be in on Monday either. So, okay.